Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Snags a quick pass on the left. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying play action. Quarterback adapting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he's got some space. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, like receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running to the left. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked. And they should...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity
breaks into the open. At the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I like the decision by the quarterback there because it's 3rd and short. You're in field goal range. Can't take a sack and knock yourself out of that field goal range, and you certainly don't want to force the football into traffic, risking an interception. Throw it away. Now you can kick the field goal if you want to.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
When that field shrinks, you've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run, all the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, they'll do the rest.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Snapping it from the 21. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hale. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Now on 2nd down. The give is to Miller. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throwing right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
To the air, it's Simpson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Snap it to the back. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Rifles it down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field possession, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Green. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Durham. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown tie. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
He's going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Is incomplete. Now, fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Downfield and in. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time. out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He wants to throw it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Peoples. Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Calls his own number. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting a tackle to the ground.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. with a big return has them set up in business. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. LSU lining up first and goal. Making side adjustments here. They want to throw it. Trying to bowl his way in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. First play of the drive wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Another incompletion on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Makes the grab. It's Tate. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Hey, at this point of the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Nussmeier. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Release to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Sets up the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Back to pass, it's Sayin. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his...
He'll take a shot. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he... it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. It's complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. Quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And it's third and goal, and this is throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on fourth down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Buckeyes will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
How about this defense? They needed to come up with a big stop, and they did. Great job, trailing late in this football game, probably forcing the punt here, and a chance to set up your offense with great field position, and they need a score.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone.
Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball past. If you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the Oak?
Here comes the two-point try. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That last one just the way you draw up a kickoff return. 87 yards, and he housed it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looking for a gap. It's Durham. He has the first and still on his feet. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quickly to the tight end. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Tigers will try to run off the clock in the final minute. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. LSU right back to the line. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Here's the pressure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.